Hello students, இன்னைக்கு we are going to start with the first session on vectors. Okay, so இது என்னன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா this is more like a introduction to the physics part. Okay, ஏன்னா because the vectors concept and vector idea, right, we'll keep using throughout the entire physics. So plus 1 beginningலேருந்து up to the end of plus 2, right, ஒரு chapterலையும் we are going to look at the idea of these vectors. Okay, so first we will try to learn what is this vector என்னன்னு சொல்லிட்டு we will try to understand. அதுக்கப்புறம் we will also look at how we are going to deal with these vectors. ஓகேவா? So basically physicsல நம்ம என்ன பண்ண போறோம்? So physics as a subject, right, we will look at what we will do. We will learn about these physical quantities. So physical quantity என்னது? Anything which we can measure, we will call it as what? Physical quantity. Okay, anything which we can measure, எது நம்ம மெஷர் பண்ண முடியுமோ, that is what we will call as a physical quantity. Okay, so already 10th லையும் we have studied about some physical quantities. என்னன்னு நம்ம கவர் பண்ணிருக்கோம் 10thல? We talked about current. Okay, we talked about resistance, we talked about voltage. அதுக்கப்புறம் in the human eye and colorful world, and also the light reflection refraction, right, adila we talk about what? Refractive index and சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு quantity like that, we have wavelength. So for any given wave, we'll have wavelength and frequency. So ella enadhi, what are all these things? In 9th standard also we study various physical quantities, force and solid, adukaprom acceleration, velocity. Okay va? Then what do we have? We have the density. So the மாதிரி நிறைய physical quantities பத்தி we already have some exposure. Okay va? But if you look at the physical quantities, right, overall நம்ம அந்த physical quantities பார்த்தா they will be into two categories. Okay, so what are these categories? One category we will call it as a scalar, and other category will be what? Vectors. Okay, so what is this scalar and what is this vector? அதுதான் நம்ம இந்த vectors conceptல நம்ம கவர் பண்ண போறது. Okay, so what is a scalar and what is a vector? இப்போ இருக்கிற physical quantitiesல ஒரு set of quantities, right, they behave in a very simple manner, which means the operations means what? Whatever the addition, subtraction, all these things we call it as what? Operations. So whatever the operations that we do with a set of quantities, they will be straightforward. So straightforward means what? Like the way we have in mathematics, this algebraic addition, algebraic subtraction, okay, and the madri algebraic multiplication, okay, and division idella. So one set of quantities, they just follow this simple algebraic operations, whereas the other set, right, they don't follow. They will not be following the simple algebraic operations. Why they don't follow? What kind of rules will be there for them? Adella we will try to learn in this chapter. Okay, so but we have two sets of quantities. One set is what? Which follow the simple algebraic addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Adella, so these quantities we call them as what? Scalars. Okay va? And there will be another set of quantities, physical quantities. They don't follow these simple algebraic operations. எந்த மாதிரி operations they will be following and சொல்லிட்டு we will learn about it. Okay, now to give you a better idea of what is a vector, right, let us start with this concept of resultant force. Another, we will start with the concept of the resultant force. Okay, even before that, right, I will just give you a simple example. Okay va? So let us say I have a 2 kg mass or 2 kg mass நம்ம கிட்ட இருக்குன்னு வெச்சுக்கோங்க. Okay, and I bring in another 3 kg mass. So இங்க 3 kg mass எடுத்துட்டு போட்டா, then what is the total mass that is available with me now? எவ்வளவு? What is the total mass? என்ன சொல்லுவோம்? It will be what? 2 kg plus 3 kg தானா? What is it? 5 kg. Correct. The total mass will be what? 5 kg. இதுல இருந்து if we take out 1 kg, so 1 kg நம்ம எடுத்தா, then what is the remaining? So 5 kg length, if you remove 1 kg means what is the remaining mass? It is going to be 4 kg. இதுதான் நான் சொன்னது simple algebraic operations. Like 2 plus 3 எவ்வளோ 5. 5 லேருந்து 1 எடுத்தா it will be what 4. So அந்த மாதிரி operations is what we can have with quantities like what mass, time, okay, அந்த மாதிரி distance இதெல்லாம், right? So all these quantities we can have the simple algebraic operations being satisfied. Okay, we call all of them as what? The scalars. Okay, we learn the actual definition also of the scalar in some time, but in the madri quantities we call them as what? Scalars. Okay va? Then what about the vectors? So we will try to understand the concept of vector by using the resultant force method. Enadhi, we will try to understand it by using the resultant force method. Okay, so resultant force method and enadhi in 9th standard, right? If you remember, we study about the concept of total force. So resultant force we can also call as what? Total force. We can also call it as what? Net force ani nama sollala. We can also call it as what? Net force. Okay va? So paranga, if you have an object, let us say I am applying a 5 Newton force, okay, and if you apply another 5 Newton force, I can apply in different ways. எப்படி தெரியுமா? Like case 1 la I'll apply the another 5 Newton force also in the same direction. பாருங்க, case 1 what I am doing, இங்க 5 Newton force I am applying in the same direction. Case 2 la let us say ஒரு 5 Newton force இப்படி இருந்தா towards the right side வெச்சுக்கோங்க. Okay, I'll apply another 5 Newton force towards the left side. Okay, இது case 2. அடுத்தது case 3. So we have a 5 Newton force towards the right side. அதெல்லாம் இதுலயும் standard. Okay, and I'll apply 5 Newton force in some other direction, இன்னொரு directionல. Okay, so இதுல even in our 10th standard level, right, you will study that in this particular case, right, the total force acting on the object அது எவ்வளவு வரும்? We will study more about this as we go into the vector discussion, but based on our 9th standard knowledge, right, அது பேஸ் பண்ண என்ன, இப்போ 5 Newton force and 5 Newton force ஒரே direction இருந்தா what will be the total force? 10 Newton வரும். ஓகேவா? So இந்த particular caseல if you apply in opposite direction apply பண்ணா என்ன ஆகும்? நம்ம common observation base பண்ணி நம்ம சொல்லலாம் என்ன, if you apply a force like this, equal force in the opposite direction apply பண்ணா என்ன ஆகும்? You will see the object is not moving at all. அதுதான் நம்ம observation. என்ன நம்ம observe பண்ண போறது? We will see that the object will not be moving, which means what? அதுக்கு மேல what is the force that is acting? Zero தானா? ஏதாவது force இருந்தா the object will be moving either towards the left side இல்லைன்னா right side, but it is not moving means what is the reason? அதுக்கு மேல இருக்கிற force is what? Zero. And case 3 ல போனா we will see that the net force or resultant force or total force will have a value between 0 and 10. What will be the resultant force or value? It will be 0 to 10. Okay, அது எந்த இதில் பேஸ் பண்ணி வரும் தெரியுமா? It will be based upon the angle. It will be based upon the angle between the two applied forces. It will be based upon the angle between the two applied forces. எப்படி எக்ஸாக்டா அந்த ரிலேஷன் வரும்னு சொல்லிட்டு we will learn about it. Okay, in fact in the particular concept, right, the resultant of vectors, இதுல we took the example of force, but normally சொல்றது தெரியுமா, the resultant of vectors will depend upon the angle. It will depend upon the angle between the vectors. பாருங்க, the first case ல என்ன, we are applying the two forces in the same direction. அதுல they are simply adding each other. Second case ல they are applied in the opposite direction. அதுல we see that they are actually subtracting. Third case ல ஒரு general orientation. What are we saying? We are saying that the resultant will be between 0 to 10. Adula, the value of the actual resultant will depend upon the angle between the two applied forces. So this particular concept, right, is what we actually call as vector law of addition. And the vector law of addition. So what is the basic idea of vector law of addition? Vector law of addition, the basic idea na, if you are adding two vectors means, and the resultant value will definitely depend upon what? It will definitely depend upon what is the orientation between the vectors, or we say what is the angle between the vectors and சொல்லலாம். okay. So this is the idea of resultant vectors. Paranga, when we did the thing with mass, அங்க என்ன வருது, ஒரு simple, so 2 plus 3 5 அப்படி வரும். Force கேஸ்ல அப்படி வராது. In case of force we will not get like that, okay. So we are going to be having what, we will be having the resultant value depending upon the angle between the two forces, okay. So this concept, right, என்ன சொல்லுவோம், this concept is called as what, vector law of addition. What is this concept called as, vector law of addition, okay va. So இப்போ நம்ம we will go and look at what is the definition of scalar and what is the definition of an vector, okay va. So பாருங்க, what is the definition, how are we going to define a scalar, okay. எப்படி நம்ம scalar define பண்ண போறது பாருங்க. Physical quantities that have only magnitude and no direction are called scalars or scalar quantities. Another, if you say mass, say for example, I have this marker pen, okay. I ask you what is the mass of this marker pen, okay. You say that the mass is 2 grams. அப்படி சொன்னா the information about that particular quantity is complete, அவ்வளவுதான். So if I say that the mass, I ask you what is the mass of this marker pen, you are saying 2 grams is the mass, over. The information is what, complete. So we can describe the scalar quantities just in terms of their magnitudes, okay va. So that magnitude base pen and the magnitude mattum kudutha, the information about the scalars is what, complete. There will be no idea of direction or anything, okay va. So this is what we call as the conventional definition. என்ன சொல்லுவோம், conventional definition of the scalar. What is it, conventional definition of scalar, okay va. Now we will go into the examples. Already நம்ம ஒரு சில examples discuss பண்ணிருக்கோம். என்ன, mass is a scalar, அந்த மாதிரி time is also scalar. Speed எப்படி நம்ம calculate பண்றது, speed will be what, distance by time தானா. Speed is what, distance by time. So distance is what, இப்போ ஒரு இடத்துல இருந்து if you go to some other place in a path, then the total length of the path is what, distance. So distance is also scalar. So distance by time, அது என்னது, speed, that is also scalar. அதுக்கப்புறம் temperature also, if somebody asks me temperature எவ்வளோன்னு சொல்லிட்டு, body temperature எவ்வளோன்னு சொல்லிட்டு கேட்டா, I will just give the value, that is sufficient. அந்த மாதிரி electric potential, remember in 10th standard, right, we study about the electric potential. எங்க வரும், if you take a battery or a cell எடுத்தா, it will create the electric potential. The battery or cell will be creating what, we'll say it will create electric potential, இல்லனா it will create potential difference. என்ன சொல்லுவோம், we'll say it will create what, potential difference, okay. So அந்த மாதிரி even we have things like work, okay, energy, power, all these are what, scalars. All these are what, scalar quantities, okay. If I ask you what is the kinetic energy and keta and the value mattum kudutha, it will be sufficient, okay. So அந்த மாதிரி power, if you ask the power of any electrical equipment, so if you just give the value, right, that will be sufficient. So all these are what, scalars. So look at this, these quantities are completely known if their magnitudes are known. Magnitude mattum therinja, it is like we know the entire information about the quantity, okay. And அடுத்த point என்ன, they can be added up according to the ordinary rules of algebra. அதுதானே நம்ம ஆல்ரெடி அந்த மாஸ் கேஸில் பார்த்துருக்கோம். 2 plus 3 will be what, 5. அதில் வந்து ஒரு கேஜி எடுத்தால் it will be what, remaining will be 5 minus 1 is equal to 4 அப்படி, okay. So these type of quantities we call them as what, என்ன சொல்லுவோம், we call it as what, scalars. What do we call them as, scalars, okay va. What about the next category, the next category is vectors, okay. பாருங்க என்ன definition, physical quantities that have both magnitude and direction. அது மட்டும் இல்ல, as well as obey the law of vector addition. என்னது, physical quantities that have both magnitude and direction means what, the vectors must have magnitude. Magnitude என்னது, what is the magnitude. So if I say that there is a force, அதுக்கு என்ன நம்ம, so for example, if I ask you that, okay, apply a force on an object, okay. So you say that, okay sir, I am applying a 2 Newton force. Just by telling that value, right, and the value நம்ம கொடுக்க தெரியுமா, அந்த value, the 2 newtons is what, other than the magnitude. magnitude mattum kudutha it is not going to be completely describing the force. You should also tell whether the force is given in the right side or left side, east, west, north, south. You should give the direction. So the vectors will be having what, they will be given by their magnitude as well as direction. Adu mattum illa, look at what is other thing we are mentioning. They should also obey the law of vector addition. The law of vector addition means what, when we are adding two vector quantities, adoda resultant value or total value will also be depending upon the orientation or angle between the vectors. The resultant value or the total value will also depend upon what, the angle between the vectors. And the concept of addition is what we call as what, vector law of addition. Idu patti we will discuss a little bit more detail. So after some time, right, we will see that there will be two methods of understanding this. One we call as triangle law, rendavadu we will call it as what, parallelogram law. Okay, and the vector law of addition and sonna, to understand that, right, we will have two methods of understanding. One is the triangle law of vector addition sollu, ingonu parallelogram law of vector addition. Okay, so we will talk about it, but the concept is what, when we add vectors means the resultant value should definitely depend upon the angle or the orientation. Apdi agalanna, then even though there are some physical quantities which may have direction and magnitude, we are not going to be calling them as vectors. Purida, we are not going to be call them as vectors. Veru magnitude and direction mattu irunda, it is not going to be sufficient condition. Ingu nenavenu, it should also satisfy the vector law of addition. Adi satisfy pannada, then we will be calling it as what, vectors. Now when I am saying so specifically, right, there is a meaning. What is it? There are physical quantities having direction and magnitude, but they don't satisfy the vector law of addition. Adukku thana nama specific mention pandrathu. Why are we mentioning this specifically? Which means there are physical quantities which have magnitude and direction, but they don't follow the vector law of addition. Adukku ஒரு example என்ன தெரியுமா? Electric current. What is it? Electric current. So electric current will have magnitude and direction, but they don't satisfy the vector law of addition. Okay, adukku the electric current will be what, it is still going to be a scalar. Electric current will be what, electric current will be a scalar quantity. Okay va? Now we will see why electric current will become a scalar even though it is having magnitude and direction. But let us look at some examples of the vectors. And another, displacement. What is displacement? If you start from one point and go to another point, edavadhu oru pathla, the shortest distance from the initial point to the final point, the straight line distance, where we give the direction, the displacement will have a direction. What will be the direction of the displacement? It will be from the starting point and the ending point. It will be the direction of the displacement vector will be what, from starting point to ending point. That is the displacement. It is a vector. And the madre velocity. What is velocity? Displacement by time. Speed is what, distance by time. So velocity is what, velocity is what, displacement by time. So velocity also will be vector. And the madre acceleration. What is acceleration? Change in velocity. What is acceleration? We will learn about them in the kinematics chapter. Kinematics chapter we will anyway learn about them. Okay, so acceleration and another, it is change in velocity by time taken, another acceleration. Other than a momentum. Momentum means what? Mass times the velocity. That is the momentum. We will also call it as a linear momentum. Linear momentum will be what? Mass times the velocity. We will learn about it in the laws of motion chapter. Okay va? Other than a force. Force is a vector. Impulse. Impulse will be measured as what? Force into time for which a force is applied. Impulse eppadi nama measure panna poradhu? Force into the time for which the force is applied. That is what is the impulse. Then we have weight. What is weight? The gravitational force. What is weight? Gravitational force acting on an object. We know gravitational force will be always acting downwards dana. That is a force only. Thrust is also what? Force. Then we have torque. Okay, so torque we will learn about it in the rotational motion. So torque is actually commonly called as turning effect of force. என்ன சொல்லுவோம்? Torque is called as what? Turning effect of force. We will learn little bit more about it in the chapter. We are going to look at the idea of torque. We'll come to that later. Okay, and the madri angular momentum. Angular momentum, if you have a particle going in a circular path, we can give the angular momentum. And the madri angular velocity. See, some of these things, right, we will learn about them when we go to the respective chapter. Ipove namak ella theriyumna, it is not going to be possible, but here we are just looking at what are some examples. It is not like we are having only one quantity as vector. It is also not like we have only one quantity as scalar. If you are having like say 200 physical quantities in the madri inda, almost like half of them will be what? Vectors. Ingun half will be what? Scalar. So it is not like we are having only one quantity as vector or one quantity as scalar. We are having good number of quantities as scalars, good number of quantities as vectors. Okay, adukku we are clearly trying to understand the difference between them. Okay va? Another point enna paranga, this is important. Vectors cannot be added by using the ordinary rules of algebra. நம்ம அந்த மாஸ் கேஸ்ல நம்ம என்ன பண்ணிருக்கோம்? 2 plus 3 அப்படி, like that is what we call as the ordinary rules of algebra. Those rules cannot be applied for the vectors. Okay, so if I say or 5 Newton force is there and I am saying I am applying another 5 Newton force, can you straight away say that the total force is 5 plus 5 10? அப்படி சொல்ல முடியாது. ஏன்னா the total force value will depend upon what is the directions in which we are applying the force. Correct or not? It will depend upon what is the directions in which we are applying the force. Okay va? The vectors can be added geometrically. பாருங்க என்னது, vectors can be added geometrically. ஏன் நம்ம இந்த vectors can be added geometrical னு சொல்லுவோம் தெரியுமா? The vector law of addition, we will try to understand this by using these two definitions. என்னது? Either the triangle law based definition or the parallelogram law based definition. So that is why we say what? The vectors can be added geometrically, because when you look at the triangle law and parallelogram, right, what we are going to do is we are going to use the geometrical principles. We are going to do the geometrical principles to find what is the resultant vector. Okay va? So this is about the basic understanding of what is a vector and what is an scalar. Idhula we stopped with this electric current discussion, right? And the electric current will have magnitude and direction. Like if you have a battery and you connect this across a resistor, already in 10th standard we cover it, right? So what do we say? Current will be starting from the positive terminal and it will be going towards the negative terminal, either a current or direction. And current also will give value, means what? Current is having magnitude and also direction, but still current will not be a vector. Current is still what? Scalar. Why? Okay, adukku I'll just give you an example. Think about it. Okay, think about current that is coming into junction from two sides. Okay, one side la let us say the current coming in is what? 2 amperes. Okay va? Ingon side la the current coming in is what? 3 amperes. The current that is going into the third branch, this is what is the I total, either a resultant or total value of current. Okay, in 10th standard, right, remember we'll study one principle. The total current coming into a junction, the total current coming into a junction will be equal to the total current leaving the junction. Okay, so this of course will be possible in what we call as a steady state. Another steady state. Okay, idella we will cover anyway in plus 2. Plus 2 we have a chapter called as what? Current electricity. Adala we will learn about all these things. Another in the concept we will actually call it as Kirchhoff's junction rule and solum. So what do we call it as? We will actually be calling it as, we will learn this in the 12th standard. Plus 2 we will study about it. Okay, so what is this actually called as? Kirchhoff's junction rule. There will be two Kirchhoff's rules. One is called as Kirchhoff's junction rule, rendavadhu Kirchhoff's loop rule. We will study about it. Okay, adu pathi we don't need to worry about it now, but basic idea mattum parunga. Okay, so if you have a junction, the current coming into the junction will be equal to current leaving, which means what? Ever the current, what is the current coming into junction? In the pakkalam 2 ampere, in the pakkalam 3 amperes. Total current that is leaving is going to be what? 5 amperes. Total current is leaving is what? 5 amperes. Okay, let us say here the angle between the branches, two branches are there, right? And the rendu branch nadulla, let us say the angle is what? 60. Okay va? I will take another representation. Idu parunga. Okay, now you look at it, in the bucket 2 ampere, in the bucket 3 ampere. Now I have reduced the angle between the two wires to 45. Okay, இப்போ என்ன வரும்? Based on the principle, total current coming into junction is equal to total current leaving, right? Which means what? In the pakkalam 2 amperes or in the pakkalam 3 amperes, total current leaving will be what? 5 amperes dana. The total current that is leaving will not be changing, which means what? Whether we have angle 60 between the two current branches, or we have angle 45, or we have angle 30, or we can even have angle 90 vechikalam. Like, we can have one branch like this, other branch like this. Okay, in the pakkalam 2 ampere, in the pakkalam 3 ampere, the total current that is leaving will be what? Still 5 amperes. So what is the basic understanding from here? Like the way when we have two forces, right, depending upon the angle between the forces, and the resultant force or value change agum. The resultant force value will be changing, correct or not? We saw it, right? When the force are applied in the same direction, total force is what? The example that we discussed before, another 5 plus 5 10 varudhu. Okay, when the two forces are in opposite direction, right, on the example la we saw that they are 5 minus 5, they are cancelling, the net force is coming as what? 0. And we also said when we apply the forces with some angle between them, based on the angle and the angle value based panni, the total resultant will be anywhere between 0 to 10. The total resultant will be between anywhere between 0 to 10. Okay va? But that is not happening here. Current is having magnitude, current is having direction, but current is not satisfying the vector law of addition. Current is not satisfying the vector law of addition. Okay va? Why? Because the vector law of addition says what? When you change the orientation between the two vectors, and the rendu vectors or resultant value also will be changing. That is the basic idea or understanding of the vector law of addition. But in the case of electric current, that is not applicable. Okay, and the particular rule is not applicable. Okay va? So that is the reason why a current, though it is having magnitude and direction, it is still a scalar, it is not a vector. Okay va? Idillame we also have another set of terms. Okay, so broadly if you see it, one side we have scalar, other side we have what? Vectors. But we also have something called as tensors. Okay, the idea of tensor, right, I mean it's a little bit advanced level concept, but we have in our plus 1 plus 2 syllabus we have some quantities which will be tensors. We don't discuss much about them, but when we go to the respective chapter, right, I'll tell you which of the quantities will be what? Tensors. Okay va? But ingenana we'll just look at the understanding of scalars and vectors. Okay guys, so one side we have scalars, another side we have what? Vectors. Now what are we going to study about the vectors? In a scalar patti it is very simple, so they anyway follow the simple algebraic properties, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, adella normal. But the vectors we are seeing that they have different properties. So vectors patti what are we going to cover? So first we are going to cover the representation of vectors. Another first we are going to talk about the representation of vectors. Okay, eppadi nama vectors represent panna porom. Arthadi we will talk about the properties of vectors, or some important properties of vectors, right, that we will cover. And next will be the operations involving vectors. Then we will talk about the operations involving the vectors. Okay, so these are the things that we are going to cover. So we will talk about the representation vectors, adukapram we will look at the properties, and then we will talk about the operations involving vectors. Operations enna theriyuma, we will mainly talk about the addition. Idhula or interesting thing enna, subtraction, right? Subtraction is also seen as a special case of addition. So subtraction, right? Vectors case la theriyuma, subtraction also we will see it as what? A special case of addition. Eppadi theriyuma? If you have, say for example, normally, like we have a minus b nechukonga. So we can also think of it like this, paranga, adding minus b to a. We can also think it like what? Adding minus b to a. So that is the way in which we will study about the subtraction. Subtraction also we will take it as a special case of addition. Adukapram we have multiplication. Division varadu. So in vectors, right, we will be having what? Addition varum and then multiplication. Okay. So division, we will not have division of two vectors. Ippudu varadu. So we will not be having division of two vectors. This concept will not be there. So vector 1 by vector 2 appadi varadu. That division will not be there. Okay. So what are we going to mainly focus on? We will focus on what? The addition. Adilo special case is what? Subtraction. And we look at the multiplication. So these are the operations involving the vectors. Okay va? Now we will start with the representation of vectors. First the representation. So idhula nama alphabetical representation sollum. So what is this alphabetical representation பார்த்தா, every quantity, right, we will use some alphabetical symbol. Like say force and sonna, what is the symbol that we use? Capital F. Acceleration sonna A, velocity and sonna V. Like this we have and generally momentum will be represented by the symbol small p. So any alphabet that is generally used for that particular physical quantity, right, and the alphabet symbol ku mela we will put a bar appadi. So F bar, it represents what? Force vector. Okay. A bar, it represents what? Acceleration vector. Okay va? So F bar in pota, it represents what? Force vector. A bar in pota, it represents what? Acceleration vector. Okay. And the madri V bar and sonna, it is what? V bar means what? It is the velocity vector. And the madri P bar means what? It is the, what is P bar? It is the momentum vector. Okay va? So idhula oru challenge enna, we have only limited number of alphabetical symbols, right? We have only limited number of alphabetical symbols. What we will end up doing is, one symbol we might end up using for different things. Okay, so that you will learn as you go and see more and more physical quantities, right? We will see that only one symbol we may use for different physical quantities. Okay va? Because the number of symbols is what? Limited. And sometimes what we do is, say for example, if there are many forces, right, we'll put it like this: F1 bar, F2 bar, F3 bar appadi. So subscript, we'll add a subscript so that we'll show that there are so many forces. Okay, so this is what we call as the alphabetical representation. Idhil ingon enna theriyuma, just because we put a bar and the symbol ku mela bar pota, the particular quantity is not going to become a vector. Say for example, what is the symbol that we use for mass? Small m. Adukku mela small m bar and pota, mass is not going to become a vector. This is just a representation. If we know that force is a vector, we can put a bar above the F symbol and then represent it as what? Force vector. If you know that acceleration is a vector, and the A symbol ku mela you can put a bar and that represents what? Acceleration vector. But just putting a bar does not make a scalar into vector. If m ku mela nama bar pota, the scalar is not going to become a vector. Okay, so you should have a clarity on that. Okay, அடுத்தது என்ன தெரியுமா? The magnitude, because every vector will have what? Magnitude. Every vector will be having what? Magnitude. So magnitude nama eppadi represent panna poradhu? So how are we going to represent the magnitude? See, if you have a force which is given by F bar, right, the magnitude of the force is given by symbol F. Eppadi? The magnitude of the force is given by what? Symbol F. Illana, we will also indicate this with a representation like this. Another F bar and the pakka or vertical line, the pakka or vertical line. So this is what we call as the modulus of F bar. Another, how do you pronounce it? As modulus. So modulus represents what? Magnitude of a vector. What does modulus represent? Modulus represents magnitude of the vector. Okay va? So this is what is the alphabetical representation of the vectors. அடுத்தது geometrical representation. This is the second representation. So first representation is what? Alphabetical representation. Next representation, geometrical representation. இதில் என்ன தெரியுமா? Every vector can be represented by a line segment. எப்படி? We can represent a vector by a line segment. ஒரு line segment வச்சு we can represent the vector. So line segment ன்னு சொன்னா it will have a length and it will be having an arrow. ஒரு லைன் செக்மெண்ட் நம்ம ட்ரா பண்ணால் என்னென்ன இருக்கும்? It will be having a length, and the line segment will have a length, and there will be an arrow. So this length, right, நம்ம ட்ரா பண்ண லைன் செக்மெண்ட் length அதுக்கு ஒரு சிக்னிஃபிகன்ஸ் இருக்கா? Length, it represents the magnitude. It represents what? Magnitude. So the vector magnitude will be represented by what? The length of the line segment. So we are not saying it is equal. We are saying what? It represents. So means we can say the length of the line segment, the length of the line segment is in a symbol. What is the symbol? Proportional. Length of the line segment is proportional to the vector magnitude. Length of the line segment is proportional to vector magnitude. Okay va? So நம்ம longer இது draw பண்ணா it means what? It is having a higher magnitude. Shorter draw பண்ணா it is having what? Lesser magnitude. So for example இது நான் 1 vector 1. okay va? So இந்த பக்கம் I am drawing another vector பாருங்க, vector 2. So compare பண்ணா what we can say? Vector 1 is longer. So what we can say? Vector 1 is having higher magnitude than vector 2. okay va? அடுத்தது என்னது? arrow. The arrow represents direction of the vector. So arrow நம்ம எந்த direction நம்ம arrow indicate பண்ணோம், that represents what? The direction of the vector. So geometrical representation means what? Every vector can be represented by a line segment. Line segment சொன்னா it will have the length of the line segment and direction or the arrow. Length is representing what? Length is representing the magnitude of the vector. Means length is proportional to the vector of the magnitude. So length of the line segment is higher means, and the particular vector magnitude will be what? Higher. Length is shorter means the magnitude of the vector will be what? Lesser. okay va? And arrow significance and arrow indicates the direction of the vector. Arrow will indicate the direction of the vector. okay va? So this is what is the alphabetical representation and the geometrical representation of the vector. okay? So அடுத்த ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி பாருங்க. this is an important property. ஏன் தெரியுமா? இந்த vector base பண்ணி வர derivationsல we will use it. So we are having some derivations. okay? So in this video, not in this video, but we'll see in the subsequent videos we'll look at it. And the derivations பண்ணும்போது we will use this property. என்னது? Translation of vector in a space. What is the property? Translation of vector in a space. So translation சொன்னா என்னது? What is translation? இப்போ நார்மலி நம்ம மோஷன், ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட் மோஷன்ல இருந்தா we have three types of motion. we have three types of motion. என்னன்னு தெரியுமா? ஒன்று டிரான்ஸ்லேஷன் சொல்லுவோம், ரெண்டாவது ரொட்டேஷன், ஓகேவா, மூணாவது ஆசிலேஷன். ஸோ டோட்டலி இன் அவர் சிலபஸ், ரைட், இந்த மூணு விதமான மோஷன் வி ஆர் கோயிங் டு லுக் எட் இட். என்னென்னது? டிரான்ஸ்லேஷன் மோஷன், அடுத்தது என்ன? ரொட்டேஷன் மோஷன், இன்னொன்று ஆசிலேஷன் மோஷன். ஸோ டிரான்ஸ்லேஷன் மோஷன் சொன்ன என்னது? இஃப் யூ அப்சர்வ் அ பர்சன் கோயிங் ஆன் அ கார், ஒரு ஸ்ட்ரெயிட் ரோடில் இஃப் யூ சி அ கார் கோயிங், ஒரே ஸ்ட்ரெயிட் ரோடில் இஃப் யூ சி அ கார் கோயிங், ரைட், அப்படி லைக் த கார் கோயிங் இன் அ ஸ்ட்ரெயிட் ரோட், அதில் அப்சர்வேஷன் என்ன வரும்? திங்க் ஆஃப் இட், car, each and every part of the car will go in the same straight line. ஒரே பாத்துல போகும். Each and every part of the car will go in the straight line, and each and every part of the car will have the same displacement, same velocity, same acceleration. எல்லாம் ஒரே மாதிரி தான் இருக்கும். Each and every part of the car will have what? It will cover the same displacement, it will cover the same velocity, it will cover the same path. So this motion of the object is called as what? Translation motion. This motion of the object is what? Translation. Okay, like say if I have a marker pen, அப்படியே மூவ் பண்ணா, think of it, அப்படியே மூவ் பண்ணா, this is called as what? Translation. இப்படி this motion is called as what? Translation. ஓகேவா? அது இல்லாம if you just fix one end of the marker pen, அந்த end fix பண்ணி if you try to move it like this, இது என்ன சொல்லுவோம்? Like think of the fan that is rotating about the axis. So fan பார்த்தா what do you observe in case of fan? Fan will be, so fan will be what? It will be rotating about the axis. So this motion, right, you know what do we call it as? We will call it as rotational motion. So we'll study about this in the rotational motion chapter. Okay, and other type of motion therima, oscillation. Like if you see the pendulum in a clock, so what does the pendulum bob will do? It will do the oscillations. So what does the pendulum bob do? It will do the oscillation. So we have these three types of motion, and the translation, rotation and oscillation. So எதுக்கு நம்ம இதை டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணோம்னா, we need to understand what is the concept of translation. So translation motionல any object or anything you take will not be rotating at all. அதுதான் basis. If you take the translation motion எடுத்தா அந்த இதில் ரொட்டேஷனே வராது. In that we will not at all be having any rotation concept. Rotation concept இல்லைன்னு சொன்னால் what is it? Okay, see, if I draw a vector like this here, board மேலே I am drawing a vector. Okay, so let's say the length of the vector is what? 2 units ன்னு வச்சுக்கலாம். And the direction is given by what? Direction is given by what? The arrow. அதுதான direction is given by what? Arrow. Now I will call 3-4 students. கூப்பிட்டு I will just ask the students to draw same. என்னது? I will ask the students to draw a vector of 2 units magnitude and in the direction that I have indicated. நான் இண்டிகேட் பண்ண டைரக்ஷனில் I ask them to draw vectors on the board. ஒரு 4 பேர் கூப்பிட்டுட்டு I will just ask them to draw on the board. What they will do, think about it. Okay, somebody may draw it here, somebody may draw the vector here. Okay, somebody may draw the vector here, somebody may draw the vector here. All of them having the same magnitude. All vectors, right? What is their magnitude? 2 units dana, because everybody is measuring 2 units and drawing. Appadana everybody is measuring 2 units and drawing. What about the directions of the arrows? Paranga, the directions are also matching. Means I have drawn it here. Let us say student X, second student, third student is drawing here, fourth student is drawing here, but all of them are representing the same vector, right? All of them are representing what? Same vector. Now how we see the relation between them in the ella diagrammatic edukku? How do you see the relation? Think about it. இந்த நான் ட்ரா பண்ண வெக்டர் எடுத்துட்டு அப்படியே ஜஸ்ட் மூவ் பண்ணாங்க, டிரான்ஸ்லேட்டரி மோஷன். டோன்ட் ரொட்டேட் இட், ரொட்டேட் பண்ண வேண்டாம், ஜஸ்ட் மூவ் இட் இன் த டிரான்ஸ்லேட்டரி மோஷன். அப்படியே எடுத்துட்டு யூ ஜஸ்ட் பிரிங் இட், மீன்ஸ் இட் will exactly coincide with 2. செகண்ட் ஸ்டூடெண்ட் ட்ரா பண்ணதில் இட் will just coincide. அதை அப்படியே எடுத்துட்டு யூ ஜஸ்ட் டேக் இட் தேர். டிரான்ஸ்லேட்டிவ், ரொட்டேட் பண்ணக்கூடாது. we should just move it in translatory motion. It will match with the diagram that student 1 has drawn. After you take it here, same translatory motion, it will match with the diagram that student 3 is drawing. You bring it here, it will match with the diagram that student 4 is drawing. So if you move a vector, நம்ம ஒரு வெக்டர் எடுத்துட்டு we move in the space, in what manner? Translation. Translation சொன்னது அந்த வெக்டரோட ரெப்ரசன்டேஷன் cannot be rotated. ரொட்டேட் பண்ணக்கூடாது. ரொட்டேட் பண்ணால் என்ன ஆகும்? ஆரோட டைரக்ஷன் சேஞ்ச் ஆகும். ரொட்டேட் பண்ணால் ஆரோ டைரக்ஷன் சேஞ்ச் ஆகும். ஆரோ சேஞ்சிங் மீன்ஸ் வாட்? த வெக்டர் இட் செல்ஃப் இஸ் சேஞ்சிங். ரொட்டேஷன் இல்லாமல் வெறும் டிரான்ஸ்லேஷன் மட்டும் பண்ணால் த வெக்டர், ரைட், translation of vector in space will not change. என்னது ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி என்ன? இது ஒரு இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி. will not change the vector value. ஸோ ஒரு வெக்டர் நம்ம எடுத்துட்டு அந்த வெக்டர் அப்படியே டிரான்ஸ்லேட் பண்ணால் டிரான்ஸ்லேட்டரி மோஷன், ரைட், வெக்டரோட வேல்யூ சேஞ்ச் ஆகாது. the value of the vector will not be changing. This is a important property of the vector. This is an important property of the vector. Okay va? So அடுத்தது என்ன, the magnitude of a vector is always non-negative. என்னது, the magnitude of vector is always non-negative. So magnitude பத்தி நம்ம என்ன சொல்லியிருக்கோம், we said that magnitude is given by the length of the line segment. So என்னது, magnitude is represented. So magnitude is represented by what, is represented by length of the line segment. The magnitude is represented by the length of the line segment. அதுதானா. So length of the line segment சொன்னா, what is the least value it can have, 0 தானா. நீங்க ஒரு length of the line segment draw பண்ணா, what is the least value of length we can have, 0. Negative it cannot have the length, because length is what, a measurement, right? You cannot have it negative, it will be always what, positive, or the least it can have is 0. So that is the reason what we say is the magnitude of vector is always non-negative. Non-negative and sonna enadhi, it can be 0, but it will be what, never going to have negative value. So negative value it will not take. So generally if you have a vector, right, adoda modulus, we'll put it like this, no. So modulus, so modulus of vector we'll say is always more than or equal to 0. So any vector modulus, right, will be always more than or equal to what, 0. So hence what we say is always non-negative. It will not be negative, it can be 0. It will not be negative, it can be 0. And by the way, we are going to look at one particular case. If you have a vector with 0 magnitude, so if you have a vector with 0 magnitude, right, so enna theriyuma, we will call it as a null vector. What do we call it as, we will call it as a null vector or 0 vector. So if you have a vector with 0 magnitude, enna solluvom, we will call it as what, a null vector or a 0 vector. Okay, so what do we call it as, we will call it as a null vector or 0 vector. Clear. Next, the multiplying of vector with a constant. Enadhi, multiplying of vector with a constant. Multiplication of two vectors we'll see later, adu pathi nama discuss panna porom. Okay, but inga enadhi, multiplying a vector with a constant. Constant nu sonna enadhi, it is a number. Constant sonna, what is it, it is a number. Okay, so look at this, when a vector a bar is multiplied by a constant k, when a vector a bar is multiplied by a constant k, paranga, the resultant is another vector. So k edutha multiply panna, the resultant will be what, it will be another vector, which will be enadhi, k ku andha pakkam or vertical line, indha pakkam or vertical line. You know, in mathematics, right, we have something called as the modulus function. Enna solluvom, we'll call it as modulus function. So modulus function enna theriyuma, modulus of 2 will be equal to 2. So modulus function is also called as absolute value. Enna solluvom, we also call it as what, absolute value. So absolute value means what, modulus of 2 will be 2, modulus of minus 3 will be 3, modulus of minus will be 1, modulus of 4 will be 4. I think you are able to understand, right? Another modulus means what, we take the absolute value. So we'll just take the value. So modulus of a negative number is also what, positive. Very on the value mattu we'll take. That is why it is also called as what, modulus function is also called as what, absolute value function. What is the other name for the modulus function in mathematics? Absolute value function. Okay va. So paranga enadhi, when a vector a bar is multiplied by a constant k, inga enna theriyuma, k can be positive, k can be negative, k can be 0 also. Number dana, k can be positive, k can be negative, k can be 0 also. K may be a integer, k may be a fraction, it can be decimal also. Okay, now when k is multiplied to the vector a bar, the resultant will be another vector, which will be modulus of k times longer than a bar. What is the comparison? A bar ku idu comparison enna, if you multiply a vector by a number k, adilanda vara result enna, k a bar dana, and the k a bar is a vector. K into a bar is what, vector. which will be how many times longer than a bar modulus of k times longer than a bar. It will be how many times longer than a bar, it will be modulus of k times longer than a bar. இப்போ நம்ம ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் எடுக்கலாம். If you put k is equal to 2a bar will be a vector which will be how many times longer than a bar? 2 times. ஏன்னா modulus of 2 is what? 2 தானா? Look at this. If I put k is equal to minus 3, minus 3a bar will be a vector which will be how many times longer than a bar? Modulus of minus 3, which will be 3 times longer than a bar. Minus 3a bar will be a vector which will be how many times longer than a bar? 3 times longer than a bar. If you put k is equal to 2.5, 2.5 into a bar will be a vector. This will be how many times longer than a bar? It will be 2.5 times longer than a bar. Okay va? It will be how many times longer than a bar? 2.5 times longer than a bar varum. Now we look at what is the difference if k is positive and if k is negative. K positive irundhanna, k negative irundhanna. Okay. K is positive means ka bar will be in the same direction as a bar. K positive irundha, k bar is a vector. What about this direction? It will be in the same direction as a bar. It will be in the same direction as a bar. Okay va? If k is negative means ka bar will be in the opposite direction. K negative irundha, it will be what? Ka bar will come in the opposite direction. Now I'll just explain with an example. Okay, so let us say I say this is a bar, the vector a bar. Now if I have to represent 2a bar, right, paranga, 2a bar, it will be how many times longer? 2 times longer than a bar. Paranga, exactly how many times longer? 2 times. What about the direction of 2a bar? See point, k is positive means ka bar will be in the same direction as a bar. A bar and ka bar rendu ore direction varum. A bar and ka bar, both of them will be in the same direction. Now I will show you how I will represent minus 3a bar. Paranga, minus 3a bar will be how many times longer than a bar? 3 times dana. Minus 3a bar will be how many times longer than a bar? 3 times longer than a bar. But direction enna varum? It will be in opposite direction. Means inga paranga, idu nammaloda minus 3a bar. So you see that, right? It will be a bar and minus 3a bar. Paranga, minus 3a bar is how many times longer than a bar? 3 times longer than a bar varum. But what about the direction? Exactly opposite. Purida? So this is what is the multiplication of a vector by a constant or number. This is what is the multiplication of vector by a constant or number. ஒரு vector எடுத்துட்டு constant வச்சு multiply பண்ணா, depending upon the constant ஓட value positive இருந்தா, then the resultant vector will be in the same direction as our original vector. K negative means and the resultant vector will be in the opposite direction. Resultant vector will be how many times longer than a bar? Modulus of k times longer than a bar. Modulus means what? Mathematics, what do you call it as modulus? As absolute function. Absolute function means what? We will just take the value. Modulus of minus 3 will be 3. Modulus of minus 1 will be 1. Modulus of 2 will be 2. We on the value mattum we'll take it. Okay. So this is about the multiplication of a vector with a constant. Okay, so look at this. If in the previous example I put k is equal to minus 1, k minus 1 pota enna varum? See, think of it, right? A bar minus 1 vechi we will multiply. So enna varum? Minus 1 into a bar. Adu eppadi nama represent பண்ணுவோம்? Minus a bar nu solliட்டு. So minus a bar oda property enna parunga? Minus a bar will be how many times longer than a bar? It will be how many times longer than a bar? Modulus of k times dana, which is what? Modulus of minus 1 means 1, which means minus a bar length and a bar length, they both will be what? Same. Minus a bar length and a bar length, they both will be what? Same. What about the directions? A bar we are multiplying by the negative number, means what? Direction is going to be exactly opposite. So paranga, minus a bar, right? What is minus a bar? It is a vector which has the same magnitude as a bar. Length is same, magnitude is what? Same, but exactly opposite direction. Appadi irundha, then we'll say these two are what? Negative vectors. What do we call them as? Negative vectors. So what are negative vectors? Vectors that have same magnitude but exactly opposite direction. Vectors that have same magnitude but have exactly opposite direction. Say for example, somebody says x bar and y bar are negative vectors. Appadi kudutha, then think about it. என்ன சொல்லலாம்? We can say x bar is equal to minus y bar, அப்படி எழுதலாம். இல்லைன்னா we can say y bar is equal to minus x bar. ஏதாவது either x bar is equal to minus y bar, இல்லைன்னா y bar is equal to minus x bar. So if x bar and y bar are negative vectors, if x bar and y bar are negative vectors of each other, if x bar and y bar are negative vectors of each other, okay va? So this is what we call as a negative of a vector. This is what we call as a negative of a vector. Okay, so ஒரே ஒரு simple concept, right? இப்போ the vector and its negative vector add பண்ணா என்ன வரும்? The vector and negative vector add பண்ணா என்ன வரும்? Think of it like 2 Newton force towards north. அதுக்கு negative vector என்ன? 2 Newton force towards south. Same value but opposite direction. ரெண்டு நம்ம add பண்ணா என்ன வரும்? On one object, right? You are applying 2 Newton force towards north. Same place you are also applying 2 Newton force towards south. அதோட overall resultant என்ன வரும்? Overall result will be what? 0. So if you are adding a vector and its negative vector, total resultant of the two will be what? 0. The resultant of the two will be what? 0. Okay va? So we will go into the next concept of unit vector. So already நம்ம ஒரு discuss பண்ணிருக்கோம். If you have a vector with a magnitude 0, what do we call the vector as? 0 vector இல்லனா null vector. If we have a vector whose magnitude is equal to 1, and the vector of magnitude is equal to what? 1. அப்படி இருந்தா then we will call the vector as what? Unit vector ன்னு சொல்லுவோம். So we will call the particular vector as what? Unit vector. Okay, so ஏன் நம்ம இந்த unit vector பத்தி டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணோம்னா, this unit vector concept, right, will be useful when we are going and doing the vector operations, addition, multiplication, we are going to learn about it, right? So when we are going to learn about the vector operations, and this unit vector concept will be very much useful for us. Okay va? Because we are going to learn something called as the component form of a vector. What we are going to learn? Component form of a vector. இதை நம்ம learn பண்ண போறோம். Okay va? So this is going to be very useful for us. இதில் when we are going to do the vector operations, when we are going into the vector operations, right, அதில் it is going to be useful for us. Okay va? So இப்போ நம்ம என்ன பண்ண போறோம்? Look at this, the concept of unit vector. So unit vector in a direction of a bar. Say for example there is a vector a bar வச்சுக்கோங்க. There is a vector a bar. In the a bar direction la you want to represent a unit vector. A bar direction la unit vector means what? The unit vector will be in the same direction as a bar. But what is the difference between the two vectors? A bar oda length will be how much? A. Adana a bar oda magnitude. What is the length of this one? Adha rendu difference. The unit vector in the direction of a bar, right, is represented by எப்படி நம்ம represent பண்ண போறோம்? Is represented by a, we'll put a cap above, a cap. எப்படி நம்ம அதை read பண்ண போறது? A cap or a caret. Okay, so the unit vector in the direction of a bar, right, will be represented as what? எப்படி நம்ம represent பண்ண போறது? It will be represented as what? A cap. Okay, you either read as a cap or a caret. Okay, and the main purpose of unit vectors என்ன தெரியுமா? The main purpose of unit vectors is to indicate the direction. The main objective of the unit vectors enna? It is to indicate the direction. Okay, so here we are going to see one important relation. பாருங்க, the relation between a bar and a cap. This is important. What is the relation between a bar and a cap? Okay, so I want you to check the property we discussed. Enna property? The multiplication of a vector by a constant. Multiplication of vector by a constant. Okay, so paranga, a cap is a vector. It is a unit vector. A cap is a vector, unit vector. What is this number a? A is the magnitude. A is what? Magnitude of the a bar vector. If you multiply the constant with a vector, remember, if you multiply a constant with a vector, right, and the multiplication is going to be overall a vector quantity. The multiplication is going to be what? Overall vector quantity. Okay, which will be how many times longer than a cap? A cap is having how much length? 1. This a into a cap will be how many times longer than a cap? A times. It will be how many times longer than a cap? It will be a times. Okay, to make it even more simple, right, I will give you one particular example itself, then it will be very clear. Okay, so say for example, this is what? 3 Newton force. Okay, so on the direction la, if you take a unit vector, means what about its magnitude? 1 Newton varum. Okay va? So what is the a bar or the magnitude? A value is equal to what? 3. A value is equal to what? 3. So if you multiply 3 with a cap, right, if you multiply 3 with a cap, that is going to be a vector. That is going to be a vector which will be having how much magnitude? 3 into 1 Newton. What is the magnitude totally? 3 Newtons varum. It will have a magnitude of 3 Newtons. And what about the direction? Because the number here is positive, right? Number here is positive, means the total vector we are getting will be 3 Newtons magnitude, same direction as a cap. Because remember, if you multiply a constant with a vector, constant positive means the overall vector will be in the same direction, correct? Which means what? If you multiply a with a cap, what is the resultant vector? Here, like the way we are discussing, it will have 3 Newtons magnitude, same direction as a cap. Now see it, guys. What is the vector with the 3 Newtons magnitude and same direction as a cap? Ennadi? A bar dana. That is what is a bar, right? If you have 3 Newtons force in the same direction of a cap, what is that? That is what is a bar, right? Which means what? This is the important relation. Ennadi? If you multiply a, what is a? Enna? The magnitude of the vector with a cap. So a into a cap panna enna varum? A bar varum. Idhilende a cap venumna, a cap how we can get it? In the a mattum andha pakka pona a bar by a. So idhila nama confuse agakudadu. A theriyuma? A cap represents what? Unit vector. A bar represents what? The actual vector. A represents what? What is A representing? Verum on the magnitude mattum. Adoda magnitude. It may be 3 or 5 or 2.1, whatever it is. Adoda vector oda magnitude. So look at this, guys. What are the important relations we are having? A into a cap is equal to a bar. A into a cap is equal to what? A bar. Illana, we can also write it as what? A cap is equal to a bar by a. Paranga, a cap is equal to what? A bar by a. Idu nama gnapakam vechukonu. Enna, we are going to use this particular formula in some cases. Okay, so even some of the past year neatly we got some questions. Neat also we got some questions. Okay va? So we will go into the next thing, which is the unit vectors along positive x-axis, positive y-axis and positive z-axis. Another unit vectors along the positive x-axis, positive y-axis and positive z-axis. See, positive x-axis are the normally, right, in the space la, if you describe the x coordinate, y coordinate and z coordinate, we actually call it as what? The Cartesian coordinate system. We'll call it as what? Cartesian coordinate system. Okay, so the unit vectors along the positive x-axis will be represented by the symbol I cap. It is standard symbol notation. Okay, unit vector along the positive y-axis is represented by the symbol j cap. Unit vector along the positive z-axis, right, is represented by the symbol k cap. Another I cap, unit vector along the positive x-axis, and the direction unit vector is represented by what? I cap. Positive y direction unit vector j cap, positive z direction unit vector k cap. Okay va? So we are going to use them when we will go into this the component form of vector. Already now I'll just gave some introduction, right? Component form of a vector. So a component form of vector la we are going to use this I cap, j cap and k cap. Idella nama use panna porom. Component form of the vector நம்ம இது பண்ணும்போது we will be using the I cap, j cap and k cap. Okay va? So இப்போ பாருங்க, if you look at the positive x axis, அந்த origin ல இருந்து அந்த பக்கம் என்ன வரும்? Opposite side ல என்ன இருக்கும்? Negative x axis தானா? So unit vector along the positive x axis is what? I cap. Unit vector along the positive x axis is what? I cap. If you say minus I cap, right? பாருங்க, already நம்ம அந்த negative of a vector concept பத்தி நம்ம discuss பண்ணிருக்கோம். If you multiply a vector by minus 1, we are going to get a negative of vector, right? Negative of vector means what? It will have the same magnitude, equal magnitude, exactly opposite direction. So இப்போ I cap oda magnitude enna? What is the I cap magnitude? All these are what? Unit vectors dana. So magnitude of I cap is what? 1. So that will be also the magnitude of minus I cap. Minus I cap also will have magnitude 1. But direction will be what? Direction is going to be along the negative x-axis. So minus I cap will be the unit vector along the negative x-axis. Minus j cap, it will be the unit vector along the negative y-axis. Minus k cap will be the unit vector along the negative z-axis. So negative x-axis direction la minus I cap will be the unit vector. Negative y-axis direction la minus j cap will be the unit vector. Negative z-axis direction la minus k cap will be the unit vector. Purida? So this is what is the unit vectors along the Cartesian coordinate axis. Positive x-axis, positive y-axis, positive z-axis. அதுக்கப்புறம் negative x-axis, negative y-axis and negative z-axis. Okay, so the மட்டும் erase பண்றேன் so that we can discuss about it. Okay, so in the unit vectors along the x, y, z direction, right, என்ன சொல்லுவோம்? We call it as the unit orthogonal triad ன்னு சொல்லுவோம். So what do we call it as? We will call it as unit orthogonal triad. எதுக்கு இந்த நேம் வருதுன்னா, they are perpendicular to each other. பாருங்க, இந்த I cap direction க்கும் j cap direction க்கும் what is the angle? 90. J and k நடுவுல what is the angle? 90. K and I நடுவுல what is the angle? 90. So in the I cap, j cap and k cap, they are mutually perpendicular. What they are? They are mutually perpendicular. Adillame they are also what? Unit vectors. I cap, j cap and k cap are what? Unit vectors. That is why we call them as what? Unit orthogonal triad. So they are mutually perpendicular and all of them are having how much magnitude? 1. Adukada we call them as what? Unit orthogonal triad. Okay va? So this is about the part 1 or session 1, and we will see in the next session.